Guys, in this video, let's see how to launch a Windows and Linux instance. Okay. So for that, first of all, you need to log in into your AWS console, and after that, here you will find an option called Launch Instance, or else click on Services, scroll down. Here you can see an option called Compute. Under this Compute, you will find an option called EC2. Here you can observe that virtual servers in the cloud. So click on EC2. So directly you will get redirected to this page. Okay, here there is an option called launch instance. Okay, click on launch instance. So in this video we are seeing how to launch Windows Server. Uh, s- Here the server means instance. We call server as, whenever I use a term instance, it means that you need to understand it is a server. Okay, so we need to give name for our instance first. Windows instance. Okay, scroll down, and here we need to choose AMI. AMI means operating system. So which operating system right now? Windows. Select your operating system and scroll down, and the instance type. Here different types of instances are available. Here we will say like consider a one category, CPU and RAM. We both the things, CPU and RAM, we consider it as one category. So if you want to increase the memory size, you can go. Here you can see T2 dot large. It is showing us two CPUs, 8 GB memory. But unless try to take only free tier eligibility is there. If it is having free tier eligibility means choose that one only. Don't choose remaining other things, because the remaining these all things are paid. Okay, so I am choosing here free tier eligibility is there or not, please check and select. Okay, after that we need to give the key pair. Key pair is of two types. One is public key pair and other one is private key pair. In AWS we have two types of key pairs, public key pair and private key pair. Okay, public key pair in our server it will validate. In our server it will be there, and private key pair in our local machine it will get downloaded. So whenever we are trying to log in into our machine with the help of private key pair, it validates with the public key pair in our server. Okay, so once the validation was done, then only we can log in into our machine. So click on create key pair and give the name for your key pair, Windows instance. Okay, click on create key pair. Now you can see that it is asking where to download. You can download wherever you want to download. You can download. You can give the path here. Okay, I'm downloading this one in downloads. Click on save. Okay, done. After that, scroll down network settings. Here, click on edit options. Scroll down, and here you need to give the security group name, Windows instance. Okay, and the description also, if you want to give, you can give. Okay, same. Okay, by default for Windows the RDP port was open and the source type is anywhere. uh, okay, scroll down and scroll down, and by default the GB they are giving us 30 GB they are giving. If you want to add additional volume, here the volume means hard disk storage. Okay, so 30 GB they are providing us by default. In the interview they might ask you by default how much GB you will get for Windows. So the answer is 30 GB. So the free tier eligible customers can get up to 30 GB EBS general purpose SSD or magnetic storage. Once we are done with that, click on launch instance. Done. Go to instances. Right now the current state is pending. In the meanwhile, let's launch Linux instance also. So click on launch instance. Give the name for your instance, Linux instance. Okay. Scroll down. We need to select the operating system here. Which operating system? By default, it was in Amazon Linux. Same thing, and we are choosing here. I'm not going to choose any other operating system. Okay. Scroll down. Instance type T2 micro. Key pair. We need to give the key pair also. Linux instance. Click on create key pair. Download it into our local machine. Once it get downloaded, network settings here, click on edit, scroll down. Okay, security group name Linux instance. Done. And the description also same thing I am mentioning here. After that, the security group role, by default the port was SSH. For Linux, it was by default port number is SSH. Okay. And you need to remember this port number also when we are going to launch Windows instance. Means by default port number there is RDP. For the RDP is 3389, and here for Linux SSH port number is 22. So click on launch instance. Both the instances were launched. Now we first let us connect to the Windows instance. So for that we need to click on connect. Select your instance. First select your instance. Which instance? And right now we are currently logging into our. We need to log into our Windows instance. Click on your instance and click on connect here. Here you will find a option called connect at the top. Click on connect. Go to here. There are session man. There is a session manager, RDP client, and EC2 serial console. You need to choose here RDP client. Scroll down here. There is an option called download remote desktop file. Uh, so you can download it from here or else from your local machine also. When you click on start, type here remote desktop connection. Here you need to enter the public IP address of your machine. Okay, so let me open you on a new tab. So select your machine, copy the public IP address of your machine and paste there. Click on connect. It will ask you for the username and password. So username and password, get the password, click on get password, and we need to upload the private key file. As I told you, the private key file was downloaded in our local machine. Click on upload private key file. Go to downloads, select all files. So you can see here in the name of Windows instance, the private key file is there. So click on open and decrypt the password. So the username for Windows is administrator, and the password is this one, which was provided by AWS. Copy the password, and for the best practice, make sure that these things you put it on Notepad. So this is the password for our Windows instance. Okay, so and the username is administrator. Okay, in this way you will don't get any confused. Okay, copy entire password, and first of all you need to give the username. So username is administrator. After that, the password, click on OK. Okay, the password is wrong, it is saying. Again I'm copying the password and pasting here. Okay. Login attempt failed. Username is right, administrator. the password. Yes. Now we are going to connect. So we have successfully logged into our Windows instance. In the same way, we need to log into our Linux as well. For that, we have two types of softwares. One is Putty and other one is Mobile Extra. Whichever software you find easy, you can go with that. So you can see here, right now we have logged into our Windows instance. So minimize this one and go to click on instances. Now let us log into our Linux instance. So for that, select your instance and click copy the public IPv4 address. Go to start and type here mobile extra. You need to download this from Google Chrome. Okay. I told you already how to download these things. So directly I'm going to open this software. Okay. Now the software interface will be like this, and you on the left side top here you find a option called session. Click on session, go to SSH. In the remote host, paste your IP address. Once you are done with that, under this you have an option called advanced SSH settings. Click on it. Click on use private key option and upload the private key of your Linux instance. Open, click on OK, accept. Okay. So the username for this one is ec2-user. How can you confirm the username? Once go to your console and here click on connect. Here EC2 instance connect, the option will be there. Click on it. So here you can see the username for this instance. Enter the username defined in the AMI user to launch instance. So the username is ec2-user. Once you have entered the username, click enter. Done. Now we are connected to our Linux instance. So you need to have a knowledge this Linux server, based on this Linux server, and majority of the servers, 90% of the majority of the servers are based on Linux only. In the companies, big companies, they all go use these Linux servers only. They don't use mostly. They don't mostly prefer Windows servers. They prefer only Linux servers. Okay, for that you need to get familiar with this Linux operating system. So let us learn few Linux commands. First of all, whenever we see this dollar symbol, it means you need to understand he is a non-root user. So there are three types of users basically in Linux operating system. One is non-root user, root user. Let me write these things here. First one will be non-root user, and second will be root user, and the third one will be system user. System user. Okay. So now for the non-root user, we have limited permissions. The root user have all the access. Okay, full permissions is having, and the system user is by default user he this one. So system user cannot log in into our system server. Okay, so whenever we want to shift from one user to another user, we use a command called su stands for switch user. Now I want to enjoy the privileges of root user. So for that, the first command is sudo stands for super user do and SU. I am giving command as SU. SU stands for switch user. Press enter. Now you can observe here the dollar prompt changes to hash prompt. It means that now we are in root user. Okay. So who am I? By giving the command who am I, you can see here. Now I am a. It is showing me that now I am a root user. Okay. So next, um, by giving the command ls stands for listings. In the current directory, whatever the files, folders in the sense directory. In the Linux, we use terminology for the folder. We call it as directory. ls. There is nothing to show. Okay, no files, no directories that we have created. So let's first of all create a file, some few files. Okay, with the help of touch, we can create files. So touch F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. I am creating here 5 files. Enter. Now again check with the command ls. Now it is showing us 5 files we have created. Now how to create a directory? Directory we can create with the help of mkdir. Mkdir stands for make directory. So make directory followed by directory name. Here directory name, let me give here Aditya. Okay, enter. Again I am giving the command here ls. Now you can see there is one directory and 5 files. So I want to delete one file here. So F1 file. Let me delete this F1 file. How can you do that in Linux? rm followed by that file name. Yes. Now again give the command ls. Now you can see that there is no F1 file. It is showing us. So it was deleted. Now if you want to delete the directory, you can go with rmdir followed by the directory name. Now again type ls. So you can see the directory gets deleted. In this way you can create the file, you can delete the directory, you can create directory. Now I want to modify, or I want to um, add some text in a file or a directory, like that. Okay, so let me, in the F2 file I want to write some content. So how can we do that? So cat is a command. Cat command, with the help of cat command also we can create a files or directories. So sorry, we cannot create a directory, we can create a file. So cat double greater than F2, enter. Now you can, we are in F2 right now, so you can write anything you as you like. So I am giving here some text here. I'm writing here some text. Again, you want to get back, save and get back. So you need to enter here Control plus D. Press Control plus D. Next again type ls. Uh, Again I want to read that file. Cat followed by file name F2. Now you can see here whatever the text I have entered there, I can see it. Okay, in this way. Okay, I want to move this F2 to this directory. Directory we have deleted, right? So let me create one more directory, mkdir, mm, directory name followed by directory name. Okay, class one. I'm giving here directory name as class. Okay, enter. Now the directory gets created. Type the command ls. So now you can see here the class directory is there. Let me move this F2 file inside this class. So the command is mv for move. Which file you want to move? F2 and to where? Class directory. Enter. Now give the command ls again. Now you can see here the F2 file was moved to class. How can we check that? So you need to go to that directory first to check that file was there or not. So how to go to that directory? Cd is the command which will command stands for change directory and followed by directory name. Now the where to know the current directory, we can give the command with the help of pwd, present working directory. Now you can see here right now currently we are in directory called class. So this is the child directory and ec2-user is parent directory, and again for the ec2-user the parent directory is home/home. Okay, so again give the command here ls. Now you can see here in the current class directory there is a file called f2. In this way we can move the files from one place to another place, and we can copy the files also from one place to another. Okay, let me get back again to ec2 user. Okay, how can we get go there? Cd dot dot stands for one step back. You use dot dot means you telling for the system to go one step back. Okay, enter. Currently we are in ec2 hyphen user. Again give the command ls. Now again I want to copy f3 to class. Okay, cp followed by f3 followed by directory name. Now again type the command ls. So f3 is there here, and it gets whether it gets copied or not into our class directory. Let's check cd class. Again type ls. Now you can see here f3 was copied. So copy means the file will be there at that place only, but the file gets copied. In the same way, we as we do in our Windows also, the copy, paste, and move command means like cut and copy, cut and paste. Sorry, cut and paste. Okay, in that way these things will work. And so, if you want to know the date, you can see the date in Linux, or else if you next one more thing, whenever you want to install some packages, here the packages means softwares. Softwares in Windows, how can you do that? For installing any softwares, you go to Google Chrome and search for that softwares. But in Linux operating system, to install any packages, we need to get it from repositories. So repository is like a warehouse where all the packages are available. So first of all, let us give the command yum update -y for updating the repositories. Okay, so that is the command, and yum upgrade -y to upgrade the repos. So these are the two things. First, whenever you launch instance, first you need to do these two things. After that, whenever you want to install some packages, okay, here I'm giving here date, sorry, cal command. So cal -3, 3 months calendar it will show. I want to install a package, okay, like tree package I want to install. So you can yum install followed by that package name tree. uh, y. Now it is get installed, it was installed. So in this way you can install any type of packages that you want. And now let me create multiple directories. Okay, mkdir, first I'm creating d1, and again I'm going to go into the directory d1. Again I'm creating one more directory d2, and again I'm going to move to d2. Again mkdir d3, cd d3, and again I'm creating one more directory d4, cd d4. Now currently I am in d4 directory. Now I want to see the hierarchy of this d4, okay, directory. So tree followed by d4. Uh, Tree command will show you the hierarchical structure of the directories. Okay, error opening dir. Okay, let me go to cd. Okay, ls, again cd ec2 hyphen user. Okay, now I want to, let me switch from non okay, right now I am in root user only. So okay, where we are in current right now, current location slash root. Okay, ls, nothing is there. So cd directory, which pwd cd slash ls cd home. Okay, ls, now I am in ec2 user. Okay, so before class we are in which directory? Let us check once. Okay, type ls. Okay, cd class, no directory it is showing us. Okay, let us go to cd ec2 hyphen user ls. Now it is showing us class. Okay, cd class, again I am in class directory tree followed by d1. See, now it is showing me hierarchical structure of that parent directory. How many child directories are there? D1 is parent directory, D2 is child directory for the D1. So tree command, it shows us the hierarchical structure of that directories. Okay, in this way, and whatever the directories are linked with this D1, it will show all the directories. Okay, so these are the few commands, and one more thing, we can create multiple directories also. Let me get back once. uh, Give the command mkdir followed by, let me, I want to create, in case I want to create 50 directories in the name of class 1 class 2 like that. So give the name for the directory and give the count here. Sorry, 1 dot 50. Okay, close the flower bracket, enter. Now type ls here. So now you can see here 50 directories were created. Okay, in this way we can check. And one more thing, with the same like this, we can create multiple files also. Touch, let me give here, mm, college, in the name of college, open flower brackets, give the count. I want to give here 20, enter, ls. Now you can see here 20 files have been created. Okay, ls hyphen a to see hidden directories. So when I type the command ls, I cannot see hidden directories. If I give here ls-a, now I can see some hidden directories. How can we see the hidden directories in Windows also? So here you can see, go to view and uh, click here, you find an option called hidden items. When you click on that, you can see hidden items. Okay. So right now, when you untick that one, you cannot see the hidden items. Similarly, here also you can see the hidden items with the command by giving ls-a. So if you want to create a hidden directory or hidden file, mkdir followed by that, and you need to mention dot before the directory. Okay, the directory name here I'm taking here is demo directory, demo dir, enter, and give the command ls. You cannot see the hidden directory by giving the command ls. Okay, Now if I give the command ls-a, I can see the hidden directory. It was created here, which was created. Okay. So these are the few commands. You need to get familiar with the Linux operating system very much, guys. And up to now, whatever the commands we have seen, entire commands, if you want to see, type the command history. So these are the commands. Up to now, whatever the commands we have run till now, these are some of the commands. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, guys.